you pull the pin and you go 1, 2, 5. I mean,
no, I threw the grenade already.
No, you have to wait till 5, right?
No, I already threw the
because
grenade.
we can't say 3. 3 is a forbidden
number.
Yes,
already.
3 is a forbidden number.
I didn't actually pull the pin. I just threw the
5,
grenade.
Right?
No, I already threw the
because
grenade.
we can't say 3. 3 is a forbidden number.
Yes, 3.
I threw it like a baseball.
So Rampage, to explain, in that scene, they're fighting a bunny that has like just this most
Why a
dangerous
bunny?
This bunny has like destroyed like knights and all this stuff. He's a ferocious doom bunny.
A killer bunny.
Yes. And so they decide to use the holy hand grenade, and in the instructions, every time, it said you're supposed to count to 3, no other number than 3, but you must count to 3 and then throw it. So anyway, when King Arthur has the holy hand grenade, every time he gets to 3, he skips it. Like he doesn't like the number 3 for some reason.
So the number 3 is a forbidden number.
For some reason, he didn't want to say 3.
Hi. 3 is a forbidden number. And
Well, we all know that Camelot is just a silly place. Moving on. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another stream. I know we started it off talking about holy hand grenades. I blame Nick.
Yes, just blame Nick.
Just gonna blame
Nick for everything.
I deserve that one, though.
He knew I couldn't avoid making, going on with the reference. He knew it. He knew my weaknesses.
I did.
So, I should probably pop out chat. Hi, Victor. And Victor says meow. That's always a good start. That means the stream is going to succeed.
Yes, it is.
Oh, by the way, Mr. B, we actually discussed a very special kind of like addition. I was gonna ask 5 minutes before everyone like has a feeling they're about to leave for the day to let me know, so we can kind of in the session we can kind of do an outro.
Okay.
So you weren't here last week, so I was gonna let you know about that. So no surprise. Okay.
I'm surprised now.
Yeah, surprise!
You surprised me with that.
Okay. So last time on Dragon Ball Z, according to my map, we're back at the town. Why are we back at the town?
Hang on, I'm still recovering from the shock of that surprise.
Yeah, I see.
Mr. B, we may have made a deal with a necromancer.
You made a deal with the devil?
Yes. We made a deal with the devil to kill the other devil.
Wait,
We
do
did
you
not
dance with the
agree
devil
not
in the
to
pale
kill the
moonlight?
Yeah, we made no agreement not to attack said necromancer, but he wanted another necromancer killed. So we're like, yes, we will do that.
We may have also made a suggestion to the marked one that, maybe both necromancers end up dead.
Yeah, I think that would be a good thing.
And he told us about another necromancer, a third one, operating somewhere in the edges of Mirkwood.
Yes, yeah, that's all we know. Okay, that's not all we know, but it's not my information to reveal.
Well, yes, because I believe the doctor was cleaning some orc socks at the time.
Yeah. So I think the doctor is technically the only one not clued into the elf thing.
Possibly. Or the audience.
That
Maybe
may
the audience
be the
doesn't know.
case.
Yeah, well, no, I think, because the audience has been the audience just might not have been watching.
But you see,
I
the
guess,
doctor, because he's a lore master, he may have peeked into the recording from last week.
Yeah.
He wouldn't dare.
Well, no, he used his magical powers of perception and knowledge to glean secrets from that. Possibly.
A bird told me.
Yes, a bird. Yes.
A bird told me.
And then
can
Rampage
talk
is
to
like,
birds.
Birdie boss, you had one job.
Don't bring birdie balls.
I would tell the doctor, but it's not my secret, so...
You're not the secret keeper?
Yeah, it's
I'm
not
pretty
my
sure
secret.
You...
It's the problem is this is not my secrets, so I will let another tell it if they so choose.
So, now that we have that all taken care of, what would you like to do next?
Well, we've taken care of that orc captain. What were we doing? Oh, you know what? We went up and we dealt with Orphew already. Wait, wasn't the last thing we did Orphew? Not the other guy, DK?
I believe you finished up with Orthu.
Yeah, so if
And
I
then
go
you came
look
back
at...
to the town for some reason? Oh, you
I think
also
that-
met with Gilgoog, I think. Or
who's
Borg,
Gilgoog?
or son of Borg, or something like that.
Yeah, Gorgle, son
Yes,
of Borg.
there we go.
I think
son of
Oh,
Borg!
yeah, Chris,
Yeah.
we were showing the audience the town map.
Oh, okay. That's
We didn't.
why.
We never came back to the town. We were showing the audience.
Do I
the
need to
town
take
map.
us back to the world map then?
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah, I think we were showing the audience the town map, not the. I don't think we actually ever went back, because I think our next plan had been to go to Feudex's camp before going back to the marked one.
Okay.
The mark.
I don't know. I don't know if we ever finished with Orphew's camp. Dan, do you remember if we?
Yeah, we did. We finished.
Okay.
Okay. And I think
I
I
think
saw
I think-
sleds or something?
Yeah, I think I was lazy that day and made Dan do the writing.
No, you were lawyering at the time.
Oh
Then,
yeah,
everyone
that's what I
lost
was doing.
interest.
Two games at the
and-
same time.
Yes.
So I remember I was being a lawyer.
You know,
Yes, we finished Orpheus. We left, and I've got sled material.
Okay. Do we want to hit up Feudex's camp then? Have we gone to Feudex actually? Let me check.
We have not.
Okay.
I would say at this point, no, because I have new motivation. Apparently, there is one of the elves that has completely turned to the enemy's side and is trying to destroy New Markwood. So I think we need
Yeah.
to wrap
Okay.
up
We're
the
good. Okay.
orcs before we get blindsided on a second side.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So my vote is, rather than taking the weeks to go to Feudex, we should.
Well, no. Here's the thing: is we already have to travel back. Feudex is right next to where we are already.
Okay, but we should definitely hurry.
Yeah. So here's the thing: is this is already going to take a lot of time, because we've also got to get all these things in progress for like convincing the captains and whatnot. Right now, we just have plenty of time to gather information.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, we should start trying to take actions then.
Now, I know this sounds bad. I kind of want to ignore the elf thing after we finish the orc thing to go deal with the amulet.
We'll have to.
Yeah,
pass
I don't want to deal with the
elvish
amulet.
man to
It's
the
like
amulet.
it's on the way, actually. Ironically,
Yeah.
and I would
As
like
in,
to
it
suggest
would be a
that
lot
was out of
easier.
some sort of pre-planning of the DM, but I got to be honest, no, I totally did not plan it because I just assume that you will encounter whatever quest y'all decide to actually want to encounter.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should take that amulet back before next year.
Yeah. That's no. I think we should. I think we should hit up Feudex's camp, and then we might want to try traveling actually along and stopping at the Woodland Hall and the Woodland Town before heading back to New Mirkwood.
Okay.
Because those are both sitting on the world map on our way home, so...
At least the Woodland Town, because we might be able to get supplies and things for the orc captains.
Yeah,
But we should try to use our time wisely.
yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know,
Okay,
the thing is
let's go
that
to
since
Feudix.
they're on the way, that makes sense. Because then
Fair
we won't be
enough,
wasting as much time.
I didn't realize Orthru was quite so far.
Yeah, no, he's way up there.
Yeah. So, for the next several weeks as we travel?
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, Feudix. Next, everyone in agreement? Yay? Nay?
But yeah, Feudix.
Sure.
Okay. Let me go load that up. So we're gonna go across a few loading screens. Oh, okay, there's that one, and then Feudex's camp is right here. Okay.
Ah, he's got a nice little town.
That's like a whole, like, real camp. I love his, top hat. No, I guess those aren't top hats. Push pin,
All the orcs wear
corners.
top hats. Because they're all gentlemanly, orcs, yeah. I'll be honest with you, it's
I
my
like
fault.
the fact that this isn't our normal view.
It's slightly zoomed out, yeah. What angle would you like to come in at?
Can we
is
eliminate
there
the entire
really-
place?
Is there really a different way to enter other than the main gate?
No, I'm saying, do you want to
One
come
in the
from the
back.
north or the south or east? Or
Oh,
west?
well, we're already to the north of it, so I would think we'd be coming from the north.
Well, because the thing is, you could just totally circumnavigate it and come from a different direction.
Yeah, I say we come from the south.
No, because, that's where the town is from, more or less, so there's no reason for us not to come from the north.
Yeah,
It
but
would
I
cause-
was asking really where you wanted me to place your tokens. Because theoretically, you could just walk around the building.
Yeah.
So it's up to you. How do you want it?
I say we come from the south.
Dan, do you want to come from the north or the south?
How about we just go, southeast toward the gates?
Okay.
If that's
I
just where we're putting
I would
characters.
figure if we're coming, are we still doing the whole slave thing here?
That's
Or
up to
Yeah.
y'all.
I
See,
don't
like, the
think
thing
we're
is,
gonna...
where do you want to enter this map? Where do you want me to put your characters to start off with?
Can't hang on. Are we still doing the slave thing?
That is up to y'all.
I'd say.
I don't know if we can get in any other way.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then we would be going through the front gate.
Yeah.
So I would say put us somewhere close so that we could get to the front gate.
Also,
Is this on the mountainside?
Yeah.
It's
So
on the
I
mountain.
figured y'all would come down the mountain a little bit and approach the gates. This also hides the fact that you just came from Orthu's camp.
Yeah. They have no idea where we came from now.
Except for they'll think we came from somewhere else. Ooh.
That is the
Lag.
wrong tool.
That is a Billy. That is a Billy. Who is the
I
size
did not
of
realize
There
that we were
go.
giants. compared to these orcs. I think we can take care of these orcs all by ourselves by just
No.
standing on top of them.
No.
Yes.
You may think that, but they are very they are very ingenious. They have these little like poisoned darts, kill a man in seconds.
Well, I'll be honest with you. You were up
He's
here on
going
the
to
top
sleep
of the
for a
mountain,
while.
so you're closer to the camera. And then as you got away, you got really tiny.
They don't have any poison. They just have magic, and orcish magic is strongest magic. So
Exactly.
be careful.
Orcish magic, strongest magic.
I still need to get Nick down.
You know it's not
Nick,
strongest.
destroy their entire thing with that giant arrow. Oh. Why is Nick the smallest now?
Nick is going stealth mode. You think you see him, all you see is a figurine of him. like you thought you knew where he was. Actually, you just saw a figurine. He's gone. Like he's already hiding.
Nick, I think the dog can. Oh, nope. You know, we have these giant characters, and then they just vanish.
Okay, so I got Dan, Billy. Okay, I got all the main characters. That's the wrong graphic.
What about Rampage?
Oh, there's a Rampage?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I guess that would be.
There we go. I think that's a little undersized, but I might be able to squeeze through the bars, fire tiny arrows at them, kill them all, sneak into
They'll use your arrows
kill
as
them.
toothpicks.
Okay. So who else am I missing? Got him. I need Arceus.
Why is there a giant? Why are there two giants?
Wrong, Sir Francis. There we go.
And his one night. The one night.
Oh gosh, that's annoying.
There are giants. Why don't we just send the giants?
There are giants in the land.
Why don't we just send the giants to eliminate
Perspective.
them?
It's just perspective.
Are we sure?
Fairly confident we're bigger than they are.
Because it does look like one of them is a giant. Okay, the giant has vanished. All the giants are gone now. Rest in peace, giants.
What? Mr. GM? Mr. GM?
Yeah.
I don't understand why we had to take shrinking potions. I liked being big.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I don't
Well,
know why we
no,
had to eat the
no,
cookie
no.
that said eat me. I don't know why we had to eat that cookie.
You just thought they were good cookies.
Yeah. They did have eat me on them, and they did
You,
look
you,
really
you didn't
good.
know they were gonna make you shrink. You just thought they were good cookies.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, they were a little bit too sugary for my taste, though.
Yeah. I think they need a little bit more chocolate.
Chris.
Oh gosh.
Okay, I'm not gonna worry about resizing them just for this. Okay, you should all have access to your characters. If you're not, let me know.
I had access to them since they were all on the thing. So.
I discovered I made a small mistake with some of these characters. It's fixed, okay. Alright, Alright, so what's the plan?
The plan is to become a king.
Okay, go for it. Execute your plan.
Now, first, we need to eliminate everything. Everything. Like the entire world.
Oh my.
The entire universe just needs to pop out of existence.
I think that will cause problems with my plans. How am I supposed to take over the world if there is no world? Alright. Well... I will try to act like a very unassuming, uninteresting slave.
We are all slaves.
Okay, Dan? Describe what you're using to deceive everyone.
Dirt. Just trying to look dirty and tired, and just like an ordinary slave that is working carrying along stuff.
That's kind of the way I look all the time.
I figured you just come in going, wee, 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 wee. Flapping your arms, you know.
Yeah,
DK.
Yeah.
DK. To mask my lordly presence, I changed the way I walk to be a bit more of a stutter. I slump my shoulders inward. Plaster a bit of mud. Plaster a bit of mud into my hair. Scraggle it up. And I look down towards the ground at my feet, never looking them in the eye.
Did you master your walking at the Ministry of Funny Walks?
By the
Yes,
way,
actually.
Rampage.
No, actually, no. It wasn't the Ministry of Funny Walks. It was actually the Ministry of Bards.
I see.
Who happened to be doing lessons on funny walks and dancing.
And you failed, didn't you?
No,
I failed the dancing portion.
Rampage. Chat says, "All hail Lord Rampage."
Lord Rampage. Oops.
There will be no slaves.
Aren't they,
None.
Apparently, Soviet is all for that. Okay, what next, guys? Oh, by the way, Dan, your deception, they so believe that you are a slave that no one even gives you a glance. You now have advantage for making any stealth checks while you're staying while you're staying in the castle within reason.
Did you say Dan does?
Yes.
Oh.
He rolled the deception check and he rolled really well.
Oh, here, should I roll my deception check?
Sure.
I was doing the same thing. That's why I began. That's why I gave that description of.
I know,
but
I didn't give Dan like the reaction to his roll.
Oh, okay. Here.
So Nick, your attempt to make the little fancy kind of trip steps alerts the orcs that you should be watched. Maybe you have some secreted things that are weighing you down.
Mm-hmm.
You get selected by the orcs to be searched more closely.
Okay.
And now, for the rest of your stay, the orcs are watching you even more closely.
Thanks,
You are unofficially marked.
But that means less orcs are going to be watching everyone else.
What's hilarious is I actually used a description that is exactly how people change the way they act.
Yes.
How people see them.
No, they just thought you were so slave-like that you're not a slave.
By the way, through their inspections, they didn't actually find any of your secreted weapons.
Of course they didn't. I didn't have any of them.
No, you have secret compartments.
Oh, okay. So they're just really bad at searching people.
The secreted compartments are meant to handle up to direct searches like that.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't know what you were looking for, you wouldn't find it.
Ah.
These rags that you're wearing, they're probably slightly more cleverly designed than what you would expect to find with orcs.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Bless you. So, does anyone else want to make any roll checks?
Do you have to?
No, you totally don't have to. You just won't get any buffs from it.
But you
You'll
could
just
get
get more
debuffs.
Right. It's the risk you take when you roll. You can always take a 10 on anything.
If I had taken a 10, you still get the bonus when you take 10s, right?
Yeah.
I could have taken a 10 and gotten a 15 on my deception check.
Yes. In rolling a 2.
Oh well. But where's the fun in doing that?
Well, no, see, the interesting thing is now more people are going to be paying attention to Nick. And less attention to other people. There's an advantage to that.
Yeah.
I mean, understand that none of these are truly a punishment. It just affects
Yeah, it's just worse for you.
Nick will be the group's distraction.
Yes, because you're so slave-like that you're not a slave.
Well, I'm going to try to stealth my way into that cavern at the back, whatever it is.
Oh, the cave in the back?
Hmm?
I do need to let you know that those guards are actively guarding that entrance. You would to stealthily go in there, you would need at least a mild distraction.
Hey, Nick, you want to come over here?
What? What am I doing?
You're just walking over the cave.
And loiter suspiciously near the cave in the back.
Okay, I'm going to go loiter suspiciously near the cave in the back.
Alright.
By the way, is there a roll you want to make, Nick?
You know what? I'm going to make a performance check.
That's what I was thinking.
It's a 20.
Wow.
I think he kind of did it. Just maybe.
Oh,
Why are the cards looking at Dan?
Nick hasn't moved himself.
Oh, I was just assuming that's where... I'm sorry, I thought that's where Nick was.
No, I'm doing it near the cave.
I'll move Nick, it's okay.
He's moving himself.
I can move Nick just as well.
I will try to stealthily sneak in there.
By the way, you have double advantage in this particular situation, so like your modifier is going to be increased because A, you had the advantage because you already like being ignored by these people, but then also you have an amazing distraction. Nick, did you want me to say how you distracted them, or do you have an idea?
No. I have begun, quote unquote, helping the orcs by serving them, but I'm doing it really, really badly. I'm physically trying to like spy on them.
I thought you were going to tell them
really...
about like Banjo, the sock puppet.
Yeah.
And how like Banjo is a much better master than any other master, and do a little performance.
Yeah. I'll explain why Banjo is so good.
Yeah.
Banjo is best master, okay?
Just
and explaining that Banjo provides special cures and blessings to his followers. And now, like, small orcish children are surrounding you. You have distracted a large portion of the camp.
Good, good. Nick, you are good at distractions, apparently.
So instead of attacking next time, what we'll have him do is just distract.
Yeah.
So,
The funny thing is,
get
that is
into the
not
strap.
actually a skill I have.
well, you did bring Banjo and his, the sock puppet with a little miniature banjo. I'm making a reference to the something. It's a webcomic called The Order of the Stick, I think, and like one of their characters created this little sock puppet with a banjo.
Oh gosh.
The webcomic is kind of a parody of it's like a D&D parody adventure. Anyway.
All right, I'm gonna be right back.
Okay. So while Dan is going into the secret cave, what are you doing, Doctor?
So we're not being guarded?
The guards, your guards are with you, but remember they work for you.
So we're not really being guarded while we're in this camp?
No, not really.
The guards who are guarding you work for you, so they'll kind of edge you anywhere you need to go.
And we're inside the camp?
Yeah.
Alright. Looks like Nick has got everybody quite enthralled.
Yeah, see, normally there would have been guards being a little bit more cautious of where you were going, but no one cares anymore.
No,
they're
no
learning
one.
about Banjo.
I'm gonna start wandering around, seeing if I can find anyone who's chatting.
Can I look inside houses without needing to roll anything?
Yes, because the town is very distracted.
So you're telling me that I could go in a house and not have to roll anything?
Yeah.
Would there at all be a chance that I could get caught?
Very limited.
All the time. Every time.
All you would have to worry about is the people here seeing you, or the people in the towers. So if you do it out of sight of these people and the towers, you should be fine.
Where is their sight? How far is it? 30 feet?
They're up on a tower. They can see kind of far.
So,
Remember, they're above you.
How far?
They can see pretty far. This is the
So,
advantage
40?
of sitting on a tower. No, you just want to make sure you don't do it in line of sight. So if, say, you did it, like, right here, they couldn't see you, because the building is blocked. See that? They can't see through buildings, obviously, and the towers can't see through buildings either. Alright? There you go.
I
Did you
just
just-
entered through
Did
here.
you just suggest the towers can't see through a building, Chris?
I know it's a strange idea.
You know what's even
entered
worse? What's even worse is he suggested the towers themselves could see.
Hey, there was that big tower that had the big eye on it.
Yeah, but these ones don't have eyes.
By the way, Creeper Kill says, "You're so slave-like, you're not a slave?" Can someone explain the logic of that statement?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm too. I seem too much of a slave that they distrust me, because they assume the humans at least have a little bit of rebellion in them.
Yeah.
By the
You're
way,
so
Creeper...
much like a slave that everybody thinks you're not a slave because you act so much like a slave that it's almost unearthly.
Creeper Killed also says, too much distracting can end up bad. Try... yeah. So, there's never such thing as being too distracted in D&D, right?
Oh, wait, I choose to enter where I am, so no one can see me. I'm
Okay.
invisible. No.
You
No
come
one.
up to the door. Do you open it?
Yes.
It does not open.
So you're... Can I examine the door and see if it is locked?
It appears to be locked.
Do I have a pick lock?
All of a sudden.
All of a sudden, I just get a pick lock out of nothing.
Billy does if you want him to help you.
Okay, I ask Billy if he can,
Okay.
since he's kind of inside of me,
Okay.
currently.
Yes, he's inside you.
Yes. Okay, so Billy does things. Would I have to roll for this?
Yes.
Okay, what do I roll? Survival?
Whatever you choose to roll for it, I will make it make sense. Though, note, if you attempt a performance, expect that the chances of that working is very limited.
Dan, do you like your super advantage?
Yeah.
I just want to see what you'll do for this.
You perceive the lock. The lock perceives you back. You could tell that it's a lock. Billy stares at you and says, "You know, I think I know which lock this is." And you've now successfully identified the lock and the best method for taking care of it. Now you just have to lockpick it.
Even though I got a 21.
Yep.
A 21.
That's just perception, though.
But by the way, I'm not going to write down any of the information today.
You're not? Okay.
No, I'm feeling kind of lazy, so someone else will have
who's
to
the
do
scribe
that.
today?
I'll be the scribe.
Okay. So, Rampage, you decide that the best course of action is to light a fire. You
What?
you heat up a stick, and now it's on fire, and you place it on the lock in hopes of melting it. Apparently,
Yeah, I
the
think
orc craftsmanship is so poor that the lock melts, and the door is now open.
I feel like that
What?
would actually make it harder to open.
Just really
Okay,
thin metal,
if I
and the
didn't
melting
cause the
point was really
entire
low.
village on fire, I'm happy with it. All right. I don't see how I didn't set the entire village on fire. But me and Billy are now inside the house.
By the way, as you enter the house, you realize that a lot of the appearance of the house, it appears to be a nice, well-made house from the outside. Inside, you can tell that appearances have been deceiving. The cover of the book misled you to the contents inside the book, because the house is of very shoddy construction. The other sides of the walls are not actually there. The substructure that are supposed to hold up the structure are not there either. This is a very poorly constructed house. This looks like someone built a house by only knowing what the outside looked like, and have no idea of what's supposed to be inside the house.
Do we perhaps have, because you know how someone
We should have brought the
felt
Cooper
about,
with us.
you know how someone felt about a cart. I bet he would like to see this place go up in flames. Just because of this house. If every house is like this, I don't think he would be that happy with it.
You could tell that someone has looked at human towns from a distance, maybe a little closer than they should have. But since they've never been in the building, they have no idea what it's supposed to look like. So this, from the outside, it looks like a beautiful, well-structured house.
Yeah, but it actually isn't.
Also, Creeper killed. I think I'm the only one streaming, and I think the Doctor and Rampage are actually recording it for later.
To never be posted.
No,
Yes.
they'll be posted.
Actually, it's gonna be posted in 2020.
Alright, so now that you're in the house, what would you like to do?
Is that I want to see if there's a second floor. Is there a second floor?
Yes. With a spiral staircase.
Oof.
Of questionable construction. By the way, Creeper killed, that was an ambulance. Forgive me, I have my windows open.
I want to explore the house and see if anything is kind of hidden in the house.
You see a couple of bed mattresses. What looks to be a sword in a rock. And what looks to be a poorly constructed stonework with water inside it.
Can I examine this water and make sure it's actually normal water?
It seems to be slightly dirty water.
Okay.
It may be that someone took a bath from this and no one has emptied the bath yet.
Hmm.
Well, you know, all the slaves are busy listening to the tale about the sock puppet, who is best master.
My. Is there anything out of the ordinary that I can
A
just
sword and a stone.
see? I walk up to this sword and a stone.
Okay. The
And
sword
Billy follows.
apparently has been placed into a stone rock.
That doesn't really help. Can I examine the sword?
The sword looks extra shiny. It looks like it's been well taken care of.
I'm gonna do a perception to see if I see anything fishy about this.
You think that this is in fact the legendary elfin sword elf destroyer of orcs.
Okay, I will get Billy to do a... Billy. I think a 27 will definitely show some...
Well, it's also a natural 20, so...
Yeah.
By the way, Billy kind of whispers to you that it's a sword designed to look like another sword. It is very much not as well crafted as it appears. It appears that this weapon may be
It's
mimicking something.
It's a replica.
Maybe not quite a replica, but let's just say it may not be as well designed as it looks.
Okay.
It also may not be as functional as it looks.
We head upstairs.
Did you
So
want to?
everything
Are you,
in this
you wait? You're not gonna
tank?
pull the stone, the sword from the stone?
No.
Okay.
No. I don't feel like actually taking anything. Unless it
Okay.
actually may be important. And I don't think a sword that will break after one use is really important.
Oh gosh, you don't know the sword and the stone reference, huh?
No, I do. But I don't think it would really be useful. If... From the description that a natural 27...
Chris, He should like pull it out of the stone, and then find that half of the sword is broken off and been replaced by a frying pan duct taped to the end.
Oh, I guess he'll never know because he doesn't want to lift it up.
Oh gosh. I will head upstairs.
Okay. You head on upstairs. I need you to make a acrobatics check because the stairs are of poor construction.
I knew this would happen.
Yeah, you totally could have just took the sword out of the stone, but no. By the way, Creeper Kill says frying pan. Gotta make the bacon though. Rampage.
Now I want bacon.
Your leg goes through the staircase.
Ooh.
And you kind of trip and fall, and you find yourself at the beginning of the staircase. You almost had it. But now the entire staircase is kind of wobbly. If you
I'll
want
just take the sword.
I'll
just take the sword.
Okay, you're gonna take the sword.
I'll take the sword.
Make a stealth. Make a strength check.
Okay. Is this a light object, a heavy object, or?
You don't know yet. You have to try to pull it out.
Seven.
You pull it out. And with that, a bright light just comes down upon you. And Billy says, "Ah, King! King Rampage!"
How did I kind of expect that?
And then you look around and you realize that Billy has just like opened a window to create the light effect.
Oh gosh.
Luckily, they're all distracted by my amazing performance.
Yes.
By the way,
Otherwise,
would you like to attempt to? By the way, add mysterious sword to your inventory.
All right.
And it only weighs 1 pound.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh. A 1 pound sword.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Okay. So.
By the way, Billy thinks that if you really want to get up there, that maybe y'all could come up with a riddle to get up the staircase.
A riddle?
Mm-hmm.
To get up the staircase.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow I don't think a riddle will make a staircase.
Getting up the staircase could be considered a riddle.
Okay, I want to get up the staircase.
Okay, roll me a riddle check.
Okay.
I would have just rolled a dexterity check.
9.
No, that's fine. This was a low check.
Okay.
Wow. You actually nice.
Did I do good?
You rolled a 9, but that's fine. Billy asks you, what's big and shiny and you just picked up and could be lodged into the staircase to reinforce it?
A sword.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, Nick.
I'm gonna interrupt. I kind of gotta leave because this headset is giving me a headache right now.
Okay.
So.
r.i.p.nick.
Did you want to switch to phone, or you just want to call it night?
No, I'm just gonna call it a night. You guys
Okay.
can continue.
Take care, Nick.
Bye.
Later, Nick.
Alright, me and Beason are gonna be right back.
Okay. So everyone's gone except Dan. Hey, Dan.
Hey!
Long time no
So-
see. I guess we should go back to the cave.
Indeed. Okay, so I'm inside the cave. What kind of things do I see in here?
You see the cave goes on quite a ways, and you see various lights, and you see where the cave kind of starts descending with stone-made staircases.
Seems like pretty solid construction. I wonder why they have all this when they've got the town out there.
You're not sure?
Not a
This
clue.
is a fake town.
Well, I don't know that. It looks really solid from the outside.
Yeah, I think the real town's downstairs.
Well, I mean, I'll try to keep my stealth up and sneak around, see if I can find if there's anyone hanging around, or if there's any areas that have things I could look into.
By the way, Creeper Kill says, caves? Is this Minecraft now? Totally.
Yes, this is Minecraft.
Advantage.
Okay,
That should have just been-
as you look down the staircase, you're shocked to see what you see. It is
It's a whole town.
underground castle. This appears to be the main keep. And then you recall that upstairs, there was no keep to this place.
It's almost as if the entire town is actually downstairs.
No,
Inside
it's
of
not the
the
entire town, it's just the keep. Essentially, it's like, essentially what you've discovered is that the castle for this castle is underground.
Why would someone...
You also see orcs with pickaxes, and it looks like they're excavating the fortress.
So it's not theirs.
You're not sure who constructed it. You really can't tell. But it looks old. And it looks like it had been buried. And it may have been buried on purpose.
Well, this will be good information to share.
Do you want to do any more checking?
I will. I'm going to see if I can't do some look at some of the symbols or how this town is constructed and see if I can't at least remember. I know I'm not that good at lore. I mean, I'll make a lore check just to see if I recognize it, but I expect that I'm going to have to report this to the doctor.
Okay. Wow, really good roll.
Yeah, -1, so just 16.
You aren't exactly sure who the previous owner of this castle was, but you do recall that this was an orc fortress that was located in this location. From what you remember. You remember some... You may have been snacking on some chips at the time during this lesson, but you do recall that there was a orc fortress here.
Okay.
And as things start piecing together, you notice that the orcs here are seemingly wearing much heavier armor than you see most orcs normally wear. You see them with
Why?
plate armor. And
So these are strong.
these you think they're trying to mimic something. And
Trying
then
to be
it dawns on you. You start looking at the orcs down here, you start looking at the statues, and it just kind of clicks in your head.
Dun.
And you remember the orc camp that it is. Go ahead, Dan, tell me what the orc camp is. I want to see if you remember. No, that wasn't it.
No, I got no idea.
It's okay. It's Feudex.
Yeah.
And as it, well, I'm sorry, no, is when you went to make a response, we got mic feedback.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. No.
No, that's what I was making the joke about. No, that's not. These orcs from the town, everything, you've put it together. They like the feudal system. They have a thing for knights, for plate armor. They're trying to act like someone else. That's why they built this wall. This is why they built this town. It's to replicate a feudal town.
Okay.
And apparently, from what you remember of the Orc Fortress, that orc had a similar thought. And you recall why why that castle was originally buried. Because the humans were very upset at the idea of an orc mimicking them.
Okay, so humans killed him off, buried it, and now the orcs are...
And the elves didn't really like the idea of orcs acting smarter than they should be either.
Right. No, that's concerning.
Yeah, we don't like smart orcs.
Well, they're not necessarily smart. They're just trying to replicate what they've taken a great interest in particular architecture styles.
Yeah. Okay.
So essentially, it's whatever you could tell is these people very much enjoy mimicking that kind of feudal society.
Okay, well, I will try to sneak out of the cave then, and I'll let the doctor and everybody know what I've seen and coordinate with them and what they've seen.
Okay. By the way, Rampage, did you want to force the sword to lock the staircase in place?
Yes.
Okay.
Do I...
This locks the staircase in place, so it's now safe to go up it.
Okay, I will go up the staircase now, along with Billy.
You find a chest.
I go first. Okay, what is in this chest?
You open the chest, it's full of gold coins.
Okay. Where is the doctor currently?
He is outside. Where are you, Doctor, anyway?
I was, it had been my plan to be walking around trying to find someone to listen to.
Okay. I kind of... Can I give the doctor a feeling of someone's giving him a gesture to come?
You can open a window and wave at him as he's walking.
Okay, I will do that.
Doctor, you suddenly feel like someone's attempting to contact you.
Yeah.
All right.
You choose to look around, Beason. You choose. That is what you do.
I look around.
You see Rampage waving at you with both hands, going.
I'm jumping. I'm like. Ah!
So what do you choose to do?
And then I start motioning him to come.
So, yeah, I go head over to Rampage.
All right, I go to the door
Doctor,
and I
you-
keep motioning him.
Doctor, you come in and you see a rock, a bathtub, or at least you perceive it as such, and a staircase that has now been structurally held together by a sword.
Oh gosh. Okay, I come down the staircase and I'm like, Doctor, I want you to see something.
Okay.
By the way,
take him up
Doctor,
the
your
staircase.
passive perception in this particular situation informs you that the sword appears to be the actual method for keeping this staircase sturdy. Like it's a locking mechanism. And you realize someone
that
was a
probably
lot
would've
more
been
clever than they
nice.
appeared to be. Also, the house appears to not be structurally as sound as it appeared from outside.
Okay.
Okay, I show
You
him
also
the
can feel that the
money.
materials of the walls may be hollow. Anyway.
Okay, I show him all the monies. And I ask, is this... Could we take this?
Doctor, do you want to perform a check on the gold?
Yeah, let's do that.
Because, you know, we might be able to get some gold.
Yeah, let's steal stuff.
No one would know. No one would notice. Right? Not at all.
You
Everything
pick up
else in
one of the
this town
gold
is fake.
coins, and you start kind of flipping it around. It doesn't quite feel right. And you hit it against something, and it breaks. This has been painted to look like gold.
So it's not gold.
No.
It's someone's attempt at creating gold that would fool no one except someone who didn't know what gold looked like.
All right.
Did you want to take the the coins anyway?
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Because this isn't real. I want to
So
deal
you
gold.
have
I want to spend
discovered
money.
a chest full of Feudex gold coins.
Yes.
Also, chat wants Rampage to go through a perception. Sorry, a agility check. I'm not gonna do that to you. Sorry.
Why?
Sorry, chat.
Why? Why do you? What are you trying to do?
Chat wanted you to have to
Chat,
make
what?
an agility check or fall through the floor.
Hang on, I have a question for the chat. Are you trying to kill everything? Or just me?
I'm
you know,
sure it's just you.
by the way, chat says cries. I'm sorry, chat. You're back downstairs. Do you want to take the sword with you, Rampage?
I don't see a point in it, so I asked the doctor about it. I asked the doctor about it.
I don't see any reason to take this one.
Do you want to perform any checks on it?
Yeah, I guess. Let's find that.
By the way, you can either make a lore check or a dark lore check or whatever that is.
Shadow?
Yeah, shadow lore. Okay. Doctor. You don't think this is the sword that it appears to be. It looks like someone took another sword and they painted over it very heavily. This sword doesn't look to even be orcish design. It's way too light to be made by an orc. The orcs very well known for their crowbars. This doesn't even appear to be a true replica. It's like someone took a real sword and painted it to look like a replica. This may either been designed by a dwarf or an elf.
Okay, then yeah, we'll keep that.
It seems like the orcs wanted to make it look like a replica. And after inspecting the stone, you come to the understanding that that stone was destroyed by that sword.
Okay. I will keep the sword. I will keep the sword, and
By the way, Rampage chat says just you.
really, really. Why not Nick?
And the
Why
reason
not Nick?
is because you were jumping in a non-sturdy place.
At least he wasn't jumping on his bed.
This is true.
Yeah, at least I'm not a monkey jumping on my bed. All right. I'm not a monkey jumping on a bed. All right.
Okay, so back to Dan. Is there anything you want to do before you meet up with the group again?
No. Mostly I was going to just meet up with them, let them know what I'd seen, see what they'd seen, see if they thought we should keep investigating or move on.
I'm happy with the sword.
Now, the doctor wasn't fully able to actually fully identify the sword maker. So, because of how much attempts have been made to kind of make it look like a replica sword. So, it will have to be cleaned before it can be properly identified.
Alright. So, we got a sword.
So, do you want to find out any more information?
I'm good.
Well, we need to go find out information about the orcs.
Orc.
Yeah, Rampage's like, I have a sword! It doesn't matter anymore!
Nothing matters! All you need is a sword. Nothing more matters. If you got a free sword, that's all you need.
Good to know.
If you get an actual good free sword, you're set for the rest of your life.
Of course, that's exactly how it is. Okay, Dan, you kind of see the doctor, and what Rampage apparently is now having some sort of weapon in his hands. He's having problems like disguising.
Okay, well, I'll tell them that a lot of the town seems to be underground. And that it looks like they rebuilt it from a group that was before, and they're all mimicking feudal knights. And there's a bunch of white mail. So they probably really are the better blacksmiths that it recommends, or that the rumors suggested. And then I'll describe the underground to the doctor.
So, Doctor, Dan describes to you the fortress underground.
Dun, dun,
And now the existence of this town maybe makes a little bit more sense to you.
Mm-hmm.
They needed something. They needed a place to sleep while they excavated the castle.
How did they always know where the castle was?
They probably did.
Okay.
They just didn't know how far underground it was.
Mm.
Now, Doctor, if you'd like, you can make a Shadow Lore check and gain some more information from this.
Done. Get all the information in that world.
Okay. With the information you've been given,
Rolling
you've been
pretty
able
well
to
today.
make a deduction.
I
from-
deduce.
You deduce that Feudex is actually related to the previous owner of this castle. And this is why he knew where it was.
Ah.
And that he is, in fact, attempting to recover his birthright.
Oh.
But this also means this actually gives you some power over him. His predecessor was a lot better at this than he is. He's never seen
Okay, that's
inside
a
these
good
houses,
thing.
nor have his men. And so they want to replicate the idea, but they don't know everything. This
That's a
means
good
that something they're lacking like extremely primitive knowledge that your people know very well. Also, he wants to recover his castle.
So we can give him some plans, huh?
If we tell him what it
Now,
looks
of
like,
course,
maybe-
this also means that assisting this orc could mean that he will recover this fortress and he will be here into the far future.
Ooh.
So this will weigh in on if you want to keep this guy.
Either that or we let him, clean it out and then we take over.
You invade him.
Yeah, we just we know all this. We have all this knowledge, and when he thinks nothing's gonna happen, he just uncovered his castle. Boom! We just take his castle and everything. Boom. Just like.
Well, these are things to consider. Is there anything else you want to try to find out about this guy?
Well, do we know do we have any idea how strong his army is?
What Dan was able to tell you was that they are in fact wearing proper plate mail.
Oof.
They're wearing heavy plate, and because they're orcs, they can take the weight a lot better.
And how many?
Dan didn't get a full count.
Just a lot, right? Like a lot.
He does apparently does have a proper army, but he may have the support of more, because it's possible he has more under his command than anyone knew he had under his command, because some of these may have been previously followers of his father's father's father.
Oh.
But they're very well armed, which is
A
concerning.
problem. That's not a good thing. They can't be well armed. That's breaking the law.
By the way, did you want to ask any of your NPCs for any kind of suggestions?
Our oak handlers?
Well, you have Sir Francis Steele, you have the Rohan Rider, you have Arceus, and you also have the Hobbit.
Hmm. So Sir Francis.
Sir Francis kind of takes his hand and he kind of strokes his facial hair. And he says, I wonder, if you don't mind me suggesting, could it be possible, if they really are that interested in mimicking us, would they not act like us as well? How far does this system go? Because this sounds like the orcs that would honor their word. If they truly are respecting our ways.
Ooh.
They're orcs.
True, but they do want to copy.
They do want a copy. That is true. That is a true.
Well, we still haven't found the head guy, right?
No.
So should we all go down underground?
I mean, I would say let's.
I mean, but we know enough about this guy that we could probably report him.
Report back. Yeah. I also wonder how easy it would be to just block him in his cave.
Well, since that a lot of people are actually still under the cave with pickaxes, probably not very well.
Just like.
So you're thinking they'd be able to pickaxe their way out?
Yeah. Based on and I know they have plenty of air because they've excavated. It was excavated enough that, like, Dad could see that there's a fortress there.
Fair enough, yeah.
Are you sure you just want to go check and see what he looks like?
Yeah. I say we go down there.
Oof.
I mean, if we can get down there, we can go down there.
I mean, Nick still's distracting them all.
Yeah.
So
The
it
guards
can't be
upstairs
that
are
hard.
quite distracted. Okay, Dan, are you in agreement?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's sneak.
Alright, you head down there. Did you want to try to go into the fortress?
Yeah, I mean, I will make a sneak check, see if I can't sneak in. There may be other ways, but
Oh, that's good enough. You enter the main where you suspect the main throne room would be, and you see a table, and you see what appears to be Fudex. He's wearing a kind of light brown armor. Are you okay,
Okay.
Rampage? You're very hiccupy
I don't think
today.
I'm gonna die. I don't
Okay.
think I'm gonna die, but I think
dying's against the
I may be
rules.
okay.
Okay. Okay. He appears to be looking over kind of a strategic map, and you see what appears to be like little toys on the map. There are orcs of various colors across the map. There are also many human toys on the map.
Fish, 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 fish.
Fishy. Okay. What do you want to do with that, Dan?
Well, I'm going to look at the map, see if there's any kind of strategic value to it.
You look at the map and you can tell that there are where the orcs are or where the different camps are. And there's also a big orc toy And from what you can surmise, that is the war chief coming.
Oh, how close is he?
He's not as close as you worried. He apparently is being delayed for some reason. In front of that big
why he would
orc
be being
toy,
delayed.
there's just a bunch of like logs, like little toy logs placed in front of him.
So Fudex knows about the delays.
He does, apparently.
Okay. Well,
he continues to study his map, and he seems concerned of certain orc camps. It seems like none of his strategies seem to be suggesting that he has any aggressive plans yet. It seems mostly he's worried about the other orc captains trying to take his fortress from him.
well, I'm going to try
I'd
to see
say that's
if
kind of logical.
anything on the map to make it better for him. Not much, just a small adjustment, and then I'm going to boogie out of there really, really quick.
So while he's looking at the map, you're going to like add something to the map.
Add it or adjust the placement of one of the orcs or something.
Okay.
That's risky.
You notice
But-
that the previous dungeon that you rescued Billy from is still located where you think it should be, except there seems to be a couple of orc toys there. And for whatever reason, you grab some cotton ball you find nearby and add some kind of fire effect to the dungeon.
Okay.
Why would you do that?
Because it's on fire. You also
Yay.
notice that you decide to also make a quick check, and you see that the placement of where the Rohan guards in New Mirkwood are not accurate.
I'll leave that alone.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with that. Just everything else.
No, not
You
to
do
mess with
notice
it,
that
just
his
so-
map seems to have missing information. He has a flower on the board with an orc toy on the flower. And what looks to be a question mark.
I think I'll just make just the one adjustment, and then...
By the way, the one with the flower, you notice that that's Maynard's camp.
Right. Oh, Maynard?
Mhm.
We don't actually have any news on him.
And you also see kind of a sub-note of danger.
Danger, danger, danger.
Well, I mean, I'll take a note of that, and then, like I said, I'm going to boogie out of there before he decides to ask me any questions or really notice that I'm there.
And as you slowly start to walk out, you hear him say to you, "It's not on fire anymore."
So I was wrong? Alright, well, I'm not going to pretend to notice or anything. I'm just going to quickly get out.
You do not feel like you're being followed. But you did hear him remove the fire from, I think it's Dwarvenholm or something like that? Is that what it's named?
Dwimmer.
Oh, Dovaka. Dovaka. Sorry.
Oh, that's right.
It's my fault. I got that wrong.
It's where I took an arrow to the knee. It's why I can't remember.
By the way, Creeper Killed says if Rampage is hiding those those hiccups are going to give him away.
Okay.
Poor Rampage.
Not true, but true.
Doctor, you noticed that from a distance, while Dan thought he was being stealthy, that orc saw him, but didn't do anything.
Okay, so I decided I'm gonna go visit the orc then.
Oh, you're gonna visit are you gonna visit Fudex?
Yep.
He's looking over his strategy map. By the way, you run into Dan on the way back.
Alright.
Well, briefly, I did, but
So
then I will move.
it looks like the doctor wants to go into the war room.
Uh-huh. I definitely will not stop.
And with that, Doctor, you hear Fudex say to you, "So, are you a scholar?"
I am. I've done scholarly things in the past, I guess. What is this map of?
It seems to be a kind of a giant strategy map. It covers
Okay.
everything from the Vales to into Mordor.
So I ask him what he's doing with his big map.
Monitoring where my enemies are. Those who would take my fortress from me. My birthright. I won't give it up without a fight.
Ooh.
So you're not interested in joining any of these other orc captains? You just want to protect your fortress?
This is my destiny. I will only deal with these captains if they want to take what is mine. This fortress will not bear the flag of any of those other captains. This situation with the Despoiler and the Marked One has given me the opportunity to begin excavating my castle. That War Chief of Oz has been keeping me from it. He's always positioned me away. He did not want me to regain my fortress because he knew I would have greater power than him. I will not give it up without a fight.
All right.
Those who will ensure that this keep remains mine possibly have my support.
So we might be able to help out with ensuring some of those protections.
That would be convenient for both of us.
So if we get everyone to avoid you, or if we have, if we secure some protections from one or other of the sides, then you will either help to defend those protections or stay out of things altogether.
That appears to be a wise move.
All right. We'll see what we can broker, and we will get back to you.
Agreed. Then I look forward to your future parley.
Is there anything else we can help you with that you might need?
And with that, he goes over to one of his chests, and he grabs an axe. He then hands you the axe.
wood.
Okay.
and says to give it to the marked one if he's in agreement. If he is not, to return the axe.
Okay. We can do that.
All right. That's somewhat a weird request, but
By the way, Doctor, this axe, super heavy.
Yeah, I'm not very strong.
Do you want Dan to help you carry it?
Dan the Flying Man.
So, yeah, obviously I thank him and I struggle my way out. And I
Wuggles.
ask Dan to carry the axe.
Okay. I will carry the axe.
Dan, this axe is really heavy. While, like, maybe some other things are not what they appear to be, this axe is real. So temporarily, Dan, in your inventory, add
I'm
a 35-pound axe.
That's like, I'm pretty sure that's more than everything that I have in my entire inventory. Yeah, it's more.
So you may be a little overloaded.
Yeah, a little bit, but that's okay.
Just have to move a little slower.
Just a tad. Just a tad.
And when you attempt to fast travel, you're too encumbered to fast travel. I'm joking. That's a Skyrim joke.
What?
You know, actually, by the way, Creeper Killed, I did have music ready to go for this. I forgot. I just was really rushed today and getting everything going. So I do apologize. I'll try to get music ready for next week. With that said, is there anything else y'all like to do here?
No.
Oh, I'm good.
Yeah, I
Since
think
when
I'm-
was it
I'm good for now.
9:30? Gee.
I know, yeah. Okay, so y'all are ready to leave the camp?
Yeah.
Okay, y'all go ahead and leave the camp. With that, a guard comes out of the cave and goes, woo, woo. Sorry, I can't do a proper whistle. I guess that's cool stuff. And suddenly, all the people that were listening to Nick about his banjo story got up and went back to work.
Break so.
And some things start to dawn on you.
What is this?
Distracted as we thought they
Perhaps the distraction was to make things more convenient. Oh my.
What was that?
Apparently, that would be mic feedback.
And why was there that much mic feedback?
I have no idea. I have no idea why it sounded
is-
like someone was farting. I don't know. The mic feedback is kind of silly.
I don't like mic feedback anymore.
I'm sorry. Yeah, no one likes mic feedback.
No. Mic feedback deserves to die in a pit of flame and despair.
I'll try to re-add Dan to the call. Alright, I'm going to assume y'all want to completely just head back to the world map. Is that fine?
Yep.
Sure.
Okay. Back to the world map.
World map. The world map. The world map. How worldy is this world map?
It's quite big.
Okay.
Now you just left Feudex's camp. I guess. Did y'all want to call it here?
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's do the outro then.
Okay.
So Rampage, what have you been up to?
What have I been up to?
Mhm.
Well, I explored a house.
No, in
Found
real
a
life.
sword.
In real life.
Staring at a screen.
So I hear you're a YouTuber. Why don't you tell us everyone about your YouTube channel?
Well, I do fun gaming. It's also safe, and
Safe sounds good.
I think I'm gonna get back to live streaming again. Maybe. I
Doing
think we're
some
gonna be uploading
afternoon
some videos
streams,
soon.
maybe?
Maybe. And we're gonna get uploading some new stuff that hasn't been uploaded on my channel.
Oh, that's
And
always
it's gonna
awesome.
start some new series. So yeah.
That sounds exciting. So what are your plans for the future?
Grow my channel.
That's always good. Alright, Mr. B, what have you been up to?
Same thing I do every day.
Try to take
Try
over
to
the
take
world?
over the world.
Fair enough.
I don't like the fact that they're trying to take over the world.
They're Pinky and the brain. Anyway, so what are your plans for the future?
What am I going to do tomorrow night?
Well, future, it could be, long-term
Yeah, the
plans,
future.
short-term
It could
plans.
be
Same thing.
2 billion
Same thing
years.
I try to do every night. Try to take over the world.
Fair enough.
I don't think that he doesn't actually try to take over the world.
I heard you,
know.
assisted someone in destroying things and blowing up things, and it was amazing.
Yeah, he does kind of use C4 and dynamite to blow stuff up.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Of course, you're right.
He is,
We don't talk about those things. Don't you know you don't talk about Fight Club?
no, you never told me this. I thought everyone should know this.
Yes.
That you just blow stuff up. That's your job. I thought everyone should know this.
Oh, okay.
That your entire job is to blow stuff up.
So I guess, Dan, what have you been up to?
Did Dan come back? I thought we lost Dan.
Silence. That's what silent. That is what Dan is up to. Silence.
I'm gonna try calling him real quick. But by the way, chat says, "Nice, Mr. B." They're very excited to hear about explosions and trying to take over the world. So I believe Dan is currently working at being a Dan and not flying, right?
No, he doesn't like flying.
Oh,
He's tried it, and it ended up with some broken bones.
Fair enough. See, it's kind of funny because when I was in first grade, one of the books we had was called Dan the Flying Man. And we had someone in our class called Dan. And so we always came up to him and said, "Dan the Flying Man!"
Oh, God.
He asked us to stop, so we did.
Oh, gosh.
Because when someone tells you they're not comfortable with something, you should stop.
Yes.
If only the internet understood that. Okay. Well, I know I've been... God, Screen for Cam, that's awful. I know we've been doing a lot of various games on... Okay, Dan's not coming back. We lost him for the night. Okay, that's
Yep,
fine.
he R.I.P. R.I.P. Dan.
Okay, okay. What Dan is doing, in the future, will be charging his phone. His phone is dead, and he wants everyone to have a good night. Good night, Dan. We salute you.
Good night.
With that, I think I've been playing a bunch of cool Minecraft mods, to be honest with you, and that's what I've been up to.
Minecon 2018.
Also, I've been coming up with I've been doing a little bit of work on this World War II RP, and then I've been kind of making plans for this space RPG. But I'll talk about those in the future when things actually kind of come from that.
Does this World War II RP involve not stuff that wasn't in World War II, like laser cannons?
It may be ahistorical, and it may make references to other video games. And that's all I will admit.
Will it involve lots of explosives?
Maybe. And Nick's apparently a major superpower. For some reason.
Is he a giant explosive? Because
No.
I feel like a giant explosive would be pretty powerful.
I think he would like that way too much. Well, guys, I think this is a good stopping point and a good wrap-up point. Next time on Dragon Ball Z, what will the party do? Who knows?
I know that I'll be eating some pizza rolls, for sure. Because it's been way too long without pizza rolls.
Victor says, War Bears, I win. Very good, Victor. Very good.
What?
Yeah. And he's in that RP as well, and he has War Bears. And as we all know, War Bears trump, anything else. With that, guys, it's not goodbye, it's see you later.
See ya, everyone.
See you later.